All right. So, for everyone who's watching, I'm here with my dear friend and client, Patricio. He's in the UK, so am I. And he agreed to do this interview about our sort of PT client relationship. So, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Yeah.
Brilliant. Awesome. So, Pat, first question. Before we met, what were you struggling with the most?
So before we met, I was around 15, 16 years old, and I was struggling mostly with weight gain, with muscle gain. I basically went up to Mark and said, Mark, I want to be bigger. Can you help me out?
Yeah, yeah. And so maybe tell everyone, how did we actually meet? Was it online, or how did we meet?
So it was when I was 15, I believe it was my mother went online, something like that, saw you through the internet, and then we did an in-person meeting where you explained how you work, what your routines were. You asked me what I wanted to do or how I wanted to look like, etc. And then we decided to start like a routine and a regimen from then.
Yeah, exactly. So you're saying when you were 15, like how old are you now, Pat?
I am an astonishing 21 years old right now.
So that means we've been working out for some while, right? Or we,
Somewhat, absolutely, yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, did you have any sort of hesitations or fears, or about me as a persona in terms of personal trainer? Was there anything which was going through your head?
I mean, the first time I met you, it was intimidating. Of course, I was only 15, and then you were this 6'4", like tall German guy, and I was like, oh my God, he's gonna make me like basically die in the gym. And that's what I was worried about initially, but actually it was actually the complete opposite. You really accommodated to the rhythm that I wanted to start, and you knew I was just beginning, so it was bit by bit. And you definitely pushed me, but I think it was like a really healthy, like organic, like relationship that happened like throughout the workouts.
Yeah. Speaking of workouts, was there something specific we were working on, or was there something? Just tell a little bit about that sort of experience. What was going on?
When we started out, it was mostly to do with all body exercise. It was mostly cardio. It was mostly strengthening the core, strengthening the arms. It wasn't any weights to begin with. It was just sprints. It was crawling. It was push-ups. And it was just like building that strong foundation for then later to go into specifics.
Yeah, and now you're basically hitting the gym like with weights and all that stuff, right? All the
I'm
good
I'm
stuff.
I'm humongous right now.
Yeah, I know. Being the champ in the gym, right?
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So what would you say to someone who's sort of thinking of doing this online program with myself and actually hasn't met me in person like you have?
Off the bat, you reply very quickly to your phone. So if I have any questions or any concerns, I tell you, I'll ask you, Mark, like, what should I be eating if I want to gain weight, for example? Or if I'm doing exercise, I'm telling you what I'm doing, or if I have any questions, and you reply pretty much straight away. And doing this online, I mean, you're a very friendly persona, you're easy to get along with, and conversations flow very easily. And like, it's actually fun. Like I have a good time with it, and it's very good, I think.
Now, what kind of solutions did I give you?
To begin with, you definitely, I told you what I wanted, and you were very simple with me. You either said it can be done or it can't be done. Like if I went and told you I want a bigger butt, you'd be like, Pat, that's not weights that you're gonna need to be doing, and it doesn't work like that. But with you, I told you I wanna look bigger, and you told me first of all it's diet. You have to eat a lot more fats, a lot more protein, increase what you eat, and you actually told me very specifically what I should go and buy and get and eat that would work. And then the thing was, which was great, I'd give you suggestions. I'd be like, oh, for example, what if I eat avocados? And you were like, absolutely go for it. It's great. And you told me the like nutritional like value of it. And then I told you, okay, I want my chest to be bigger. I want my arms to be bigger. You told me specific exercises that I can do in house or in the gym. You showed me specifically like like the bench press or the weighted dips or things like that that we worked on specifically.
Yeah, awesome. So, like, everyone has different needs, and make sure, or I want to make sure that we get there, and also that you actually understand what's going on, right?
Yeah. Think that so the last thing I'm gonna say about that, that's the great thing that you do is that you cater to very specific needs and you are brutally honest with your approach, which I think it's the most professional thing to do.
Yeah. Speaking of results, what kind of results do we get so far?
So I've been on a 2-month vacation, and so pre 2-month vacation, what we've been working on. So since from like 16 onwards, obviously, it's been my fault, of course, that I haven't been as serious with the regiments and stuff. But from 15 to 17, roughly, it was mostly core body training, building up the base, and then from 18 onwards, it was mostly about focusing on specific like results that I wanted to get. So, for example, I told you I wanted to get my chest bigger, I want to get my legs stronger, or I want to, get my back bigger, or so on. And then you told me very specifically, okay, if you do the bench press, this will get bigger, and your arms will get bigger. And definitely, I saw results. Definitely, I saw changes. And I know the beginning's rookie gains, but if Mark, you remember last year, it was started at 40 kilograms with the bench press, and I thought, what a weakling. And then we got in a couple months all the way to like 75 kilos. So it was a fantastic um kind of change of like body types, and I could see the results. And the best thing about it was, on personal side, I do climbing, and you were telling me climbing's perfectly good for the back. And you said, so if you could go climbing twice a week, you only need to work on this once a week. So you really accommodate to whatever other things that I'm doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's nice how you sort of showcased your progression, not only in, let's say, numbers from, 40 to 75, but also, the actual strength or the muscle growth which came with it. And,
Mm-hmm.
it's nice to actually see and watch that happen with you, because it also accommodates everything else you're doing. Like you just said, you're climbing, which you love doing. Um, Now, thinking of this program, like, how's that different to anything else you've tried?
It's something that I've seen a lot of professional companies adopt this method, and I think it's very, very efficient. And for people who are starting off training, I think it's probably the best way to begin, because there's at least pressure and commitment. Because I feel like if you go to the gym with the trainer straight away, it's like, okay, what if I look bad in front of other people? What if I look kind of weak in front of people because I have a trainer? But via this way, the trainer can be telling you at an in-person level if you're a bit more shy. I think it works perfectly. And if you're someone who can follow routines and regiments, I think it's the best way and the smartest way to start off a workout.
Mm. That's actually a good point, because these are fears people have, right? They're sort of,
Mm.
everyone looks at me in the gym, or I'm new to this whole thing, I don't know what to do. So actually having someone on call, so to speak, is actually really good.
Oh yeah, and if you know what exercises you're gonna do at the gym, because like you will tell them do this, that, and the other. You know exactly what you're doing, and they can ask you, "How am I meant to do this? How is it meant to look?" And mid gym workout, they could call you, they could message you and be like, "How am I doing this?" And I know you'd be more than happy to help. And then it's like that boost of confidence that's needed at the start to begin a workout.
What would you say to someone who's sort of on the fence of deciding to do this program? What would you tell a person?
I would say you have nothing to lose, but you should definitely try it. I mean, it's like if you're someone who doesn't want to do it because you're shy, I'm always a strong advocate for facing your fears and trying something new and different. And this is definitely new and different. It's a fantastic opportunity to get yourself out there, and also to do it on your own as well, because at the end of the day, you're working on your body, and having that right mentor, the right teacher to tell you how you're doing it or how you should go about it whilst also maintaining your independence, I think is fantastic. And it's a great base building block you can start off with.
Cool. Yeah, great. Thank you, Pat. So if you guys are still watching, above or below the video, there's like a button, like a schedule call button, where you got me straight on the line. And then we'll sort of explore if we're a good fit. I mean, that's important. And if there's nothing else which you get out of it, out of the call, we will definitely explore your training routine, your nutrition, and that's going to be very helpful to you. So just click the button. I'll speak to you in a second.